Oh yeah, no, I'm once again racing for the Cadillac, for Cadillac, and you know, we had a great year last year. Our first year, you know, for Cadillac being back in, we had a couple wins, a couple poles, finished second in the championship, which to me actually surpassed what I thought we were going to be able to achieve. You know, we started out the year, the first 4 or 5 races were miserable. We had no power, we had no handling, but then you know, in typical, you know, GM fashion with the great engineering that they provide, we built on everything, we improved all the time, and so I look forward to the season. At this stage of the game, no.
Okay.
You know, and I got to tell you, I actually lobbied the SCCA, they're the sanctioning body, that it's a huge mistake not to be here. This is one of the best racetracks in North America. It is an incredibly important market, and when you're teamed up with Petit Le Mans, you are guaranteed that you're going to be racing in front of, you know, 100,000 people. And that's, you know, at the end of the day, you know, racing is about marketing.
It is.
Okay? And so I just think, you know, huge opportunity that was missed by the SCCA. And also, you know what, all the flaggers that, you know, surround all the circuits around the United States are provided by the SCCA. And so for the amazing flaggers in this region to not get the opportunity to see those cars, and for the fans not to see our standing start, you know, you hate that, but you know, I'll just beat them up so that 2013 we are here. Yeah, you know what, well, in ALMS, it's that you're running an endurance race here. That to me, it makes, you know, the most difficult aspect about, you know, Petit Le Mans, and Petit Le Mans, when you think about it, it's grown into one of those big world events. It's such a relatively short time. I mean, it took Sebring a long time to build that fan following. Same with Daytona. You know, and right now, you know, if you're an endurance racer, Petit Le Mans is one, you know, to win that is one on your resume. But when you are packing so many, you know, cars, which they will do here for Petit Le Mans here, you know, just staying out of trouble is an accomplishment in itself. And so really, you know, if I were to say what is the best road course equivalent of what Bristol is, you know,
okay.
Road Atlanta would be it. There you can say that there's one that's tough. You know, going through 3 is tough because you know, everybody cheats on that curve, but you have to know how to cheat it so that you don't destroy your car, but also can get through there cleanly. You know, that's challenging. Turn 12, you know, if you're in a prototype car or something with ground effects, it's easy. It's just fast. You're flying. Your mid-corner speeds, I want to say, are in the 130s. So you're hauling, and then concrete, you know, it's a concrete canyon there if you mess up. But when you get into, like, you know, the GT cars, it's a whole different ball of wax. You know, with the GT1 Corvette, when we had the aero on the car, flat wasn't that tricky. But when we changed it to GT2, you know, every now and then you're just breathing a tick. And of course in the Cadillac, you know, again with even less downforce, more weight, you know, you're having to drive it through there. So, you know, I'd say, you know, for me, the most fun but the most challenging would probably be 12. You know what? No, you know what? You want to tell them to build up slowly, get used to it. You know, the kids nowadays, okay, you know, they're all over the video games, so they know a circuit before they ever get there. But, you know, the things that I would advise would be, you know, the same things that I still do to this day, which is if you get the opportunity to go out and walk the circuit, walk it, because you will learn a lot of the little nuances that just driving around or playing a video game you're not going to be able to pick up. Because it's a fast, dangerous, you know, track, you know, you've got to be careful. You've got to be willing to push hard. You know what? The one thing, you know, that I've always said is fast guys are always fast in fast areas. Okay.
Makes sense.
So so that means you've got to be really focusing on 12, on when, carrying your momentum through 3 and down through the S's. But you know, this is one of those racetracks that requires lots of skills. You know, you've got to be very good at maintaining your momentum, because maintaining that momentum through 1, through 3, and down through the S's is critical. You've got to be very good with soft throttle motions to steer your car, but you also have to have very good braking technique, because in 6, entering the 7, and in the 10A, you're hard braking, and so you are using a lot of skills.
We are